Hello everyone, in this video we are going to talk about what is marasmus, its causes, etiology, pathophysiology, sign and the symptom, diagnosis and the management. So guys, if you not subscribe my channel yet, so please subscribe my channel and also press the bell icon. So guys, let's start our video. So what is marasmus? So the marasmus is a state of malnutrition characterized by the gradual wasting of the somatic fat and muscle stores and preservation of the visceral protein. So it is a state of the malnutrition. It is one of the three forms of serious protein energy malnutrition, kwashiorkor, that is for the protein deficiency. So marasmus is a consequences of protein energy deficiency of the characteristics by wasting of muscle and the fat tissue. Serum protein levels are normal and there is no edema. It can occur at any age and can be easily compensated by normalizing nutritional supply of protein and other nutrients. So it can be compensated by the good nutritional diet. So this is marasmus. Next we discuss etiology of the marasmus. So first one is dietary causes: scanty milk, improper weaning and the overdiluted formula, feeding difficulties as cleft lip, vomiting, diarrhea, anorexia, stomatitis, it's mean inflammation in the stomach, malabsorption syndrome, cardiac abnormality and prematurity. These all are the causes of the etiology of the marasmus. Next we discuss pathophysiology. When adequate calories are not ingested to fulfill the metabolic need of the body, reserve food elements such as the protein and the fat in the tissue are used to sustain life. It means when the calories are not ingested, so the reserve food used to sustain life. This process may be caused by an inadequate diet or the faulty eating habits, congenital anomaly that present the infant taking an adequate diet, disease condition that interfere with the assimilation of the food, infection that produce anorexia and decrease the infant ability to digest food. Because of anorexia there is a problem in the digestion of the food. Loss of fluid intake through the vomiting and the diarrhea, food allergy that is not managed appropriate, emotional problems such as a disturbed mother-child relation. So by this way there is a person that not take diet properly, and so in this there is a reserved element protein and the fat that are used to the sustain life. So this is the pathophysiology of the marasmus. Next we discuss the sign and the symptom of the marasmus. So in this there is a severe wasting due to the body fat and the tissue decomposition. Child look a little old man or a monkey because of the wasting of the body fat and the tissue decomposition. Skin is thin, flaccid, dry and the wrinkled and seem to be too big for the body. Child has good appetite though emaciated. The child look alert and may cry at the sight of the food. The serum protein level are normal. The child may also have diarrhea due to infection and impaired absorption. Because of diarrhea it leads to the dehydration. And the other clinical features of the marasmus, there is a severe wasting of the muscle, growth retardation, child look older than his age, we discuss in the sign and the symptom, no edema or hair changes, alert but miserable, hungry, diarrhea and the dehydration. So these all are the clinical features of the marasmus. So first we discuss what is marasmus. So marasmus is a state of the malnutrition. Next we discuss is etiology, pathophysiology, its clinical features. Now we discuss the diagnosis of the marasmus. Diagnosis of the marasmus is made from history and physical. So in this there is a patient are grossly underweight, mid-arm muscle circumference is 11.5 centimeter. Lab picture is unremarkable physiological anemia. In this there is a decreased hemoglobin level, less oxygen needed to support the decreased RMR. Albumin may be reduced but usually not below the 2.8 gram deciliter. So this is the marasmus in which there is a anemia occur and there is a patient is underweight. Next we discuss management of the marasmus. So in this there is a first is constant monitoring. So the constant monitoring of the person is essential in this. Second, patient with marasmus should be isolated from the other patient, especially children with infection. Third, treatment area should be as warm as possible and bathing should be avoided to limit the hypothermia. Because of the bathing there is a hypothermia is occurs, so there is a avoidance of the bathing is necessary in this. Therefore, the hospital structure is bad adapted for the treatment of the severe malnutrition. So the children who is suffering of marasmus along with the infection, so it should be isolated from the other patient. In case of shock, IV rehydration is recommended using a ringer lactate solution with the 5% dextrose or a mixture of 0.9% sodium chloride with the 5% dextrose. The following rules should be implanted in the initial phase of the rehydration. First one is use as nasogastric tube. Second, continuing breastfeeding except in case of the shock or coma. And the start other food after the 3 to 4 hours of the rehydration. So firstly, in case of the shock, rehydration is given and then the normal food that is given after the 3 to 4 hours of the rehydration. So this is the management of the marasmus. Next we discuss the nursing care of the marasmus. So first one is provide the nutrition rich in essential nutrient. Because it is due to the malnutrition, so it is important you have to provide nutritional rich diet. Second, give small amount of food limited in protein, carbohydrate and the fats. Third, maintain the body temperature. Fourth, provide the period of rest and appropriate activity and the stimulation. Record intake and the output. Wait daily. Change position frequently. Proper treatment is given for the infection. Protection from the infected person and the injuries. Refer family to social worker for the financial support. Education for the parents about the proper nutrition. So this is the nursing care of the marasmus. So guys, in this video we discuss what is marasmus, its causes, etiology, pathophysiology, its symptom and its management. So guys, hope you like this video. Please like, share, subscribe my channel. Thank you.